Hi everyone, this is Jen. We are doing some yoga today. If you didn't catch it, last week we had started the series 26 and 2, usually done in a hot room. We didn't get through much because we really broke down the breathing exercises in the first few postures. So we will continue on with that today, moving on to our balancing series. So let's see how that goes. And just to warm things up, it's so funny, today is September 1st and already I'm wearing a long sleeves to bike. Not to be super extra or anything, but just relative to the last couple of days, it feels quite a bit milder. So just that relative contrast makes it feel like a little bit chilly. Again, that sounds so crazy because I still think it's in the high 70s, but I hope we are in for a mild winter. If this is how we continue, I am kind of okay with that too. All right, so we'll go through those first few that we started working on last week, and we'll build upon that with some breathing exercises. We'll keep the first few a little bit short just to get ourselves warmed up, and then if you would like a refresher on the details of those breathing exercises and those postures, definitely take a look at the previous week's class. All right, let's go ahead and get started then. So starting with the breathing exercise, bring your feet together, toes and heels together, touch side by side. Interlace your fingers underneath your chin. Stand up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, shift your body weight back into your heels. Today, we just do 3. Inhale, lift your elbows up high toward the ceiling, stretch up tall, fill up your lungs, hold it. Exhale, use your knuckles to push your chin back, H-A sound as you stretch your elbows forward, empty out your lungs, your elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Open up your palms, lift your elbows up as high as possible, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, knuckles against your chin, relax your shoulders down, press your palms, your wrists, your elbows together to touch. Your final one, inhale, make it your deepest, longest, fullest breath. Lengthen up as tall as you can be, full lungs. Exhale, H-A. Good, arms down by your side. Half moon pose. Feet together, arms over your head. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Hips forward, upper body back. Reach up, stretch up, bend your body to your right. Push your hips out to your left. Create tremendous stretching sensation down the left side of your body. Press your palms together tightly. Reach, extend your arms, biceps with your ears. Lift your chin up, chest up. Shift your body weight into your heels. Left hip forward, 2 hips in one line. Right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in one line. Come down and push, push, push. Come back up. Get hips forward, upper body back. Shift your body weight into your heels. Reach up, stretch up, fill up your lungs. Bend your body to your left in an absolutely straight line. Push your hips out, create tremendous stretching down the right side of your body. Now press your palms together, lengthen out through your arms. Continue to push your hips out even farther toward your right hand side. Hips forward, upper body back. Lift your chin up off of your chest. Shift your body weight back into your heels. Push your right hip forward, get your 2 hips in one line. Left shoulder forward, get your 2 shoulders in one line. Come down and push, push, push. Come back up. All right, backward bending is next. Look up toward the ceiling, lift your chin up, chest up. And then go reach your arms back, look back. Body weight back into your heels, push your hips more forward. Lift your chest up taller, reach your arms back even farther. Go back, arms back, look back, fall back. Come back up. Arms with your ears, Bend your knees, forward fold. Maintain your long spine as you hinge forward. Eventually your hands touch the floor. Once they're there, let your head drop, bend your knees one at a time. Shake loose your hips. Shake loose your legs. Let your head be natural. Relax any tension out of your neck. Take one more breath here in through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. Hadahastasana, toes and heels together, bend your legs. From here, take your hands, palms underneath your heels, fingers facing the same direction as your toes. Let your head fall heavy. Shift your body weight forward into your toes, then lift your hips up as high as possible. Start to feel that stretch running through the back sides of your legs. Shoulders away from your ears, lengthen out through your neck. Feel the crown of your head drop down closer and closer toward your toes. Body weight forward. Lift your hips up even higher. Pull. Slowly bend your legs. Release your hands. Interlace your fingers. With your flat spine, come back up. Biceps with your ears. Lift all the way up. And release your arms down by your sides. Awkward pose. Step your right foot out to the right. Feet 6 inches apart, heels hidden behind your toes. Inhale. Lift your arms up. Fingertips in line with your shoulders. Stand tall. Inhale, breathe deep. On your exhale, sit your bottom back. Shift your body weight back into your heels. Inhale, lift your chin up, chest up, arch your spine. Shift your body weight back. Pull your belly in even tighter. Extend your arms, your fingers out even farther. Sit back. Lean back, go back. Come back up. Tall spine. Inhale, stand up on your toes. Now get as tall as you can be. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Take a breath, lengthen tall. On your exhale, sit down into your chair. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips, long spine. Sit down until your hips touch the chair. Reach, extend your arms forward. Continue to press your heels up and forward. Go knees up, heels up, lift up, slowly come back up. Gently lower your heels down. Third part of your awkward pose. Come up a little bit on your toes. Press your knees, your thighs together tightly. Inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, slowly sit down. As you make your way down, your heels naturally lift up. Imagine I'm pulling you up toward the ceiling. Find traction in your spine. Come down until your hips are hovered above your heels. Press your knees down and forward. Upright your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Get tall. Squeeze your knees even tighter, your thighs even together tighter. Lift your hips up 1 inch. And then slowly, with your straight spine, slowly come back up. Nice work. Right foot back to your left. Release your arms down by your sides. Eagle pose is next. Feet together. Inhale, lift your arms up, swing your right arm underneath your left, right on your left. Cross at your elbows, cross at your wrists. Always you have the option of grabbing onto your opposite shoulders. Sit down into your chair, body weight into your heels. Lift your chest up. Lift your right leg up and over. Cross at your thighs, and then your option to hook your right toes back behind your left calf muscle. Sit down, body weight back, lift your chest up, relax your shoulders down, away from your ears. Eventually you get feet, knees, elbows, hands in the same line, down the center line of your body. Sit down lower, lift your chest up taller, twist your arms, your legs up like ropes. Change, feet together, arms up. Inhale, swing your left arm underneath your right arm. Cross at your elbows, cross at your wrists. Good. Always the option of reaching for your opposite shoulders. Feet together, sit down. Body weight back into your heels, lift your chest up. Lift your left leg up and over, cross at your thighs. Then your option for that second hook, your left toes go back behind your right calf muscle. Push your right hip slight forward. Sit down lower into your chair, shift your body weight back into your heel. Lift your chest up, relax your shoulders down. Line up feet, knees, elbows, hands. Down the center line of your body, sit down even lower. Twist your arms, twist your legs. Change. Feet together, arms up, and arms down. Good. So traditionally, at this point in time, you would grab some water as your option. First official water break, as we like to say. So as we move forward, the next block, the series of 3 postures, are balancing exercises. We start with standing head to knee. So I'll show you from the side. Again, feet together, side by side. Shift your body weight into your left leg. Pick up your right leg so it's 90-degree angle. Take an inhale, pull your belly in tight, and then round over, reach for your right foot. And if it's the case that reaching for your foot is the challenge today, that's great, no problem, you're reaching for your foot. If you can afford to get your all 10 fingers interlaced underneath your foot, go for it. Make sure your thumbs are crossed as well. Take an inhale. Make sure your leg, your standing leg, is solid, concrete, like a lamppost unbroken. You have no need to bend at all. Inhale, go lift your chest up, kick your right heel forward. Feel that stretch down the right side, the back side of your right leg. Continue to kick your heel forward, turn your toes back toward your face, bend your arms, your elbows down. Change. Straighten out your arms, reverse it, bend your right leg, and gently let go of your foot. Really nice. So this entire time you'll notice that our spine is rounded, so even more so we want to keep our core tight, strong, contracted the entire time. Your standing leg, your base leg, is your foundation. And as with all of the postures in this series, we do it twice. So we just did the left leg, we'll stand on our right leg next. Generally, the first time around, we stay in that first part of the posture, maybe go into second, maybe go into third. The posture itself is called standing head to knee. That's the last, the grand finale of the posture itself. So we'll go into that our second round. So start again with your feet together. Let's move to the other side. All right, toes, heels together, shift your body weight into your right leg. Pick up your left leg, belly in tight, round over, reach for your foot. And again, if you're reaching for your foot and that's your challenge today, stay right there, especially in this position. Engage your core strong, keep pulling your belly in tight. All right, or you're reaching for your foot with all 10 fingers interlaced underneath your foot. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Notice if your heel is coming in toward your base leg, standing leg. Get your heel underneath your left knee so you form a nice 90-degree angle. Focus, concentrate on your right leg. Make sure it's solid, concrete, like a lamppost, unbroken, no knee. Inhale, lift your chest up, kick your heel forward. Flex all 5 toes in from your ankle, back towards your face. Kick your heel forward, turn your toes back. And then still, if you feel balanced, bend your arms, elbows down. Hug your arms into your calf muscle. Change. Straighten your arms, bend your left leg, release your foot down. Nice work. Not an easy posture, so definitely take your time with it. We went through that warm-up pretty quickly for today's session, so definitely go for what you can go for today. not worrying about going deeper or making step 1 to step 2 or 3 or 4, just really focusing on your base leg, your foundation. So, just in case you're like, oh my gosh, Jen, I'm actually feeling super good today, and you'd like to go into that 4th part, which is the head to knee portion, we'll go here. The 2nd set moves a little bit quicker, right? Not like speed, but definitely progresses from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 in a much smoother fashion as opposed to staying in that step 1 for that period of time that we did just now. So shift your body weight into your left foot. Remember, these are all just options. You can pause anywhere along the way. Pick up your right leg, pull your belly in nice and tight, round down, reach for your right foot, interlace all 10 fingers underneath your right foot. Once your left leg is solid, inhale, kick your right leg forward. Flex your 5 toes back toward your face. Keep kicking, both legs straight, locked out, bend your arms, elbows down. Still, if you have both legs nice and long, tuck your chin to your chest, look at your stomach, touch your forehead to your knee. Save enough energy to lift yourself out of it, straight arms, bend it, and return. So however far you decide to go into the posture, you want to always leave just that bit of energy left so that you can rewind, reverse wherever you've gone. So you've gone to step 2 with your leg kicked out, be able to bend your leg, return to that first part. And this is just an effort to demonstrate control, being able to enter the posture, yes, mindfully, but also be able to exit the posture in a mindful fashion. Of course, if we try our best and still we fall, it is totally no big deal. It's all about intent. We do the best that we can here in our yoga practice. Okay, so let's do the other side then. Shift your body weight into your right leg. Pick up your left leg, really stay tall, stay lifted, flex your foot, round down, interlace your 10 fingers underneath your foot. Once your right leg is solid, slowly, gently lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward, flex your 5 toes in, back towards your face. Both legs locked, bend your both elbows down. Hug your elbows in with your calf. Tuck your chin with your chest. Look at your stomach. Touch your forehead with your knee. Reverse. Woo! And there I fell out. We're doing the best that we can. Head up, arms straight, bend your leg, and return to center. Nice work. After that rounding of our spine, we're taking in the opposite direction, an arching of our spine. Backward bend. So standing bow pulling pose. Take your right arm out, elbow touching with your body, and then turn your right arm out to, right hand out to the side. Lower your hand down, reach for your right foot ankle, go for the inside of your foot. So it's the soft part of your elbow that faces out as opposed to turning your palm inward. So keeping your palm facing out, you reach for your foot. And for those of us who might feel like reaching for your foot is a bit of an ask, you can totally grab from the outside. This might feel a little bit easier to grab initially. And then circle your fingers around toward the arch side of your foot, right? And then closer to your ankle. From here, I'm a little bit sagging. I need to lift up, right? And sometimes visually, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you will have a better gauge. Because maybe when you looked at me, you're like, oh, she just looks like how she usually looks. How you feel though, that lift, that engagement, sometimes just seeing yourself in a mirror is helpful, just to tell for your own body whether you're lifted or a little bit sunk. Once you have your grip, Reach your left arm up high toward this ceiling. Again, in this position, again, it's very easy to arch aggressively already. Really find some length, even if it looks like there's a little bit of arch. That's no problem, that's natural. We just don't want to kind of succumb into our flexibility. Really stay strong, as we know with these balancing postures. The stronger we can maintain our base leg, the more we can stay lifted, the easier all of this feels. So once you have your left arm lifted, that good grip of your right foot, reach up, chin up, chest up, scissor your thighs. So kick your right leg back behind, not letting this right knee veer out toward the side. You're kicking straight back and up. Let your right shoulder get pulled back behind you, and keep your upper body lifted until you feel like you cannot possibly kick any farther. Then you start to bring your upper body down, kick your right leg up, heel away from your bottom, kick up, higher, and higher. Kick to come out. So you want to save some room to bring yourself back into your base position and gently release. So let's switch the sides then. Left hand out, palm faces up, elbow touches with your body. Turn your hand out to your left, lower your hand down. And then pick up your left foot. Again, if you can manage it, you're just scooping your foot up from the inside. But if this is a big ask, remember you can certainly reach for the pinky side first and then circle your arm, your hand around towards the inside of your foot. And in different practices, you'll notice that this arm grip is a little bit different. The reason for having this with our soft part of our elbow out is that when you actually kick, you can let your left shoulder open up as well. And you have this ability to find these open shoulders, to find that little bit of twist in your spine. If you hold from the outside, that's possible, but it limits your twist, right? Your shoulder doesn't really want to do what you are doing with your foot. Naturally though, if you have this grip holding from the inside of your foot, as you kick, your shoulder will naturally open and it'll feel like everything is kind of moving on the same page in synchronicity. So that's what we're going for. These two shoulders splayed open. Your front arm, your arrow, your body as you arch through your spine, the bow. So once you have your grip, right, you reach up high with your right arm, lift up. Ooh. Squeeze your knees together, lift your chin up, your chest up, then kick. As you kick, let your left shoulder get drawn back. Again, you want to keep your upper body lifted. So you're really kicking back first. Make sure your arm is not bending on you. You want to kick into your hand. Your arm naturally moves. And then when you cannot kick any farther, then you start to bring your upper body down. Continue to stretch your right arm forward. Kick, kick, kick. Kick to come out. So you're saving enough room, enough energy to exit the posture. Okay, I'm gonna face you head on this time. As I mentioned, there's the scissoring of your thighs. It's really easy to start to let your floating leg, your working leg, kick out toward this side. It's also really easy for you to kick your leg up, and it is going up, but your knee to veer out toward this side while your toes go out toward the diagonal. And it'll be a little bit more clear when I face you head on. So it's definitely a valuable way to kind of see what you're doing from different perspectives. So if you have access to a mirror or something like this, just being able to view yourself from different angles to check out your alignment, just in case that you're unable to be in front of an instructor. It's just kind of nice to be able to check it out yourself. Okay, right hand up. Turn your hand out to your right, lower your right hand down. reach for your right foot. So already, if possible, you keep your knees fairly close together. Pick up your left arm and then lift up super tall. So knees start together, so your knee doesn't start to kick out toward this side where I'm facing you head on. I want to kick directly up toward this ceiling. This will become apparent here as I kick. Let your right shoulder draw back. So my right shoulder eventually is invisible behind my left. Now once my toes start to peek up over the top of my head, it's really easy for these toes to veer out toward this side. So I need to drop my right knee down, turn my right toes up, so it's like it's a little stalk coming out of my head. Kick and kick. Gently, kick to come out. And it's so funny because when you're sending your leg in what you think the direction is up, sometimes it's just a little bit tilting out toward this side. So it's a fun thing just to practice, again with the mirror, just so that what we think we're doing in our heads actually matches up with what we are actually doing. So using the mirror just as simply as a tool, a resource, not to judge by any means. A resource to help us find better alignment. Left hand out, palm faces up, turn your hand out to your left, and then lower this hand down. You want to keep this palm facing up as you bend your left leg and then reach for your foot. Reach your right arm up high toward the ceiling. Easy to sag here. Think lift. Chin up, chest up, kick. Already from the beginning, kick so much that your knee becomes invisible. It's not veering out toward this side. Kick so much your left shoulder goes invisible behind your right. Continue to kick so your left toes start to creep up over the top of your head. Go kick, go kick, go kick. Kick to come out. That's it. And gently release. Well done. We have one more in this balancing series. And for whatever reason, we've stood on our left first and then stood on our right second. For whatever reason in balancing stick, we start off with the right leg. These are just like kind of convention. This is just convention, so I'm teaching you what you will probably see if you were to go to a traditional hot yoga 26 and 2 class. So step to the back of your mat, your toes and heels together touch. Inhale, arms over your head, interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. So you'll recognize this hand grip from our half moon pose way back when. Step your right foot forward, lock both knees, point your left toes, body down, chest down, arms up. Stretch your body apart in opposite directions like a human tug of war. Reach your arms more forward. Arms up above your ears. Stretch and stretch. Gently come back up. Step it back. Inhale, lift your chin up, chest up. Step your left foot forward. Lock both knees. Point your right toes. Come down. Body down, chest down. Chin away from your chest. Lift your arms up higher. Reach your fingers forward. Stretch your right toes back. Press your palms together tightly. Keep your belly pulled in tight. Now reach and stretch, stretch, stretch. Come back up. Good. Slowly lower down. Probably one of the first things you notice is that the speed at which you entered the posture is quite a bit quicker. The duration of the posture itself is quite a bit shorter as well. So the idea for this particular one is to, once you step your foot forward, lift your back toes up and tilt on your axis. Have such good control of your core, your stable leg, that you can simply tilt out your axis, find a capital T shape with your body, and hold it there for about 10 seconds or so. You want to make sure that back leg, the leg that you're lifting, Keep your hip facing the floor. So if you were wearing shoelaces, your shoelaces would be facing the floor, not turning out toward the side. I'll show you from this side. All right, go this way. So same deal, inhale, arms go up, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Arms and head back, lift your chin up, chest up, step your right foot forward, lock both knees, point your left toes, come down. Body down, chest down, arms up with your ears. Stretch your body apart like a human tug of war. You're a capital T shape. Reach your arms forward, stretch your toes back, stretch and stretch and stretch. Come back up, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift your chin up, chest up, arms and head back. Step your left foot forward, lock both knees. Point your right toes, come down. Body down, chest down. Reach and stretch your body apart. Press your palms together tightly, lengthen out through your arms. Continue to stretch your capital T. Stretch and stretch and stretch. Come back up. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Release your arms down by your side. This is kind of fun after those first couple of balancing exercises, keeping things kind of really slow and controlled, deliberate movement. You're moving into somewhat of a more dynamic balancing exercise. It still requires that strong core, intentional movement, thoughtful movement, but just at a quicker pace, finding that capital T and locking it into place. We'll stop here with those balancing exercises today. So all in all, we have these blocks of first that breathing exercise. We have those 3 warm-up postures. And we have this block of balancing exercises. The next block that we'll go through next week will be back on 2 feet, and that will be the standing separate legs series. So we have 2 feet for a stretch, shift forward. We will have the hot triangle, which is also 2 feet on the floor. It's standing separate leg. And then we will have what looks like a pyramid pose, but we're rounding to create a head to knee shape. So that will mimic what we did balancing earlier, standing head to knee. So all of these blocks really to build upon the previous set of postures. Just to wrap things up, this is a bit unconventional, but we'll finish with those 3 of the very first breathing exercises. We usually do not do that at the end of class, but I think it's worthy just to practice because of the arm and the head coordination. And I will make sure I stand just so you can see my profile. I'll talk through the very first one, and then the next 2, I'll actually do the breathing. So on the exhale, you will not hear me talk, you will simply hear my breath. So interlace your fingers underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders, stand up tall. 3 breaths. Inhale. Lift your elbows up high. Stretch up tall toward the ceiling. Fill up your lungs. Hold it. Exhale. Use your knuckles to push your chin back. Look back. Simultaneously press your palms together. Stretch your elbows away from your chest until they touch. Inhale, chin down, head down. Body weight back into your heels. Open up your palms so much you lift your elbows, frame your face. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your arms down. Nice work. Way to try that out. I know, especially if you've taken yoga from me that's not in the hot style, this sort of language that we use for the instruction, right? A body part and then an action sounds very sort of like direct and not exactly in full sentences, and it feels maybe a little bit awkward. But the style of yoga is such that it's broken down, kind of boiled down to its very basics. So it's kind of nice you just take the body part and the action and execute. And again, it's the same postures that we do every single time you come in for this type of practice. So you have the postures and the breathing exercises that are your constant, and the variable each time is you. So you get to learn a lot about your own body and also see those gains that you make practice after practice after practice, which might not feel like or look like much between the first couple of practices, but over time, you really get the opportunity to see where you've started and where you've kind of moved forward. So that's kind of neat. But anyway, thank you for joining me. It's great to have you. And we have, of course, this long weekend coming up. I will post you on whether I do that Monday class. I do believe I'll be in town. So if you don't hear anything from me, we'll still do that Monday class. And if not, we will definitely do Tuesday going back to our full body sculpt. Have a wonderful weekend. If you are doing something different, fun, exciting, whatever it is, enjoy it. If you're staying here, totally enjoy it. Final few days of warm weather, so let's definitely take full advantage of it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye my friends.